I had a dream last night where I was at Disneyland and I was able to see, like, I went on this ride where it literally took me to see everything, but instead of only staying in Disneyland, I literally, the person took me to go see the ocean, to go see like Paris, France, like to go like all over, like literally on a world tour. And when I came back, I remember having all these like colorful tattoos on my arms, and I had one specifically of like a rainbow clown with holding balloons, and I loved it. And I was like, why am I actually gonna get that? Today's date is the 6th, which is the full moon in Cancer. So, sweet boy, did you sleep outside? I was calling you. The fact that the alcoholic was suffering from a disease, I found many reasons to be grateful that my lot was not worse. My load began to lighten. Today's reminder: when things look blackest, it is within my power to brighten them with the light of understanding and gratitude. I realize how much depends on my viewpoint. Sitting here meditating, kind of like reflecting on what this full moon has brought me. And obviously, y'all know, if you've been following me, y'all know I've been on this like journey of like learning how to accept love and learning what that even means for me. And I realized that another thing, like whenever I did get into any relationships or situationships, I would say, because I've never been in a relationship, I realized that a lot of times I'm the one who like self-sabotages the situationship, because no matter how much like I could want to love and be loved by someone, the back of my brain would always be like, oh, but you're not enough. Like, and not that I'm not enough, because I know I'm enough, but the thing is, like, in the back of my mind, it's like, how can someone actually ever love me? And not in the ways where like I'm not worthy within myself, but it's just like the idea of someone else loving me like I love me is kind of like a impossible thing in the back of my mind. I literally grew up around people who did that 24/7, and because I saw all these people in my mom's and in my sister's lives where all they did was be like, oh yeah, I love you, and pretend that they love them, and then like be cheating on them, and then they would take them back like multiple times, assume in my mind that there's always someone that like there's not someone better than me, but that someone will always choose someone else over me because of their own conditionings. And that is so interesting, because then it always falls back to like me and loving myself, and I've always kind of just like returned back to my own self-love, because I know I got me, and it doesn't come from a place of like insecurity from within me, but it's just like I just heard like a lack of responsibility, and that might be from like the lack of responsibility that my parents, or I should say my parent, never gave to us as kids, like me and my siblings, like not caring for us in the ways that they should have, again due to their own conditioning, but it's still like what happened. So yeah, I just thought that was very interesting. And as I was sitting here, I was like, okay, but I know, like, it's like basically reassurance. Like, I know that I got me, but I also don't have to do things alone anymore. And it's also like trusting that people who are being sent to me in this very moment are like actually want to get to know me, and you know, obviously there's my using my own discernment as well. But yeah, I think that just also like falls into clear communication. But yeah, there's so many different aspects that go into that. It's still a process of learning that and how to do that, and knowing that, like, when you want to get to know someone, or when you want to create something with someone, or a relationship or anything like that, friendship wise or partner wise, you want to be the best version of yourself so that you can be in good healthy relationships, right? So I feel like I always kind of have to see that side too, and kind of allow myself to open up and break down like walls that I've built for years. Love 555. So yeah, love how I was just thinking about that, and I was like, I feel sorry for anyone that I've ever hurt, because I've always returned back to myself and kind of just like burst off their own feelings, regardless if they said that they liked me or they wanted to build a relationship with me or anything like that. I kind of always just returned back to myself, and it was just like a habit of like protection for my own self, I guess, because I know the amount of love I give myself, and that I just love myself so much that it's kind of like, why would I allow anyone else to come in and try to love me when I already love me? Does that make sense? It's not from a place of like, I'm scared they're gonna hurt me, because regardless if I get hurt or not, like, I know I got me. Love how it's like a full circle moment. But it's like, I don't know, this is very interesting, and I've been exploring this, and this is kind of like the base thing that has been popping up for me recently. And love how I got the 3 of Swords, which is me being like returning back to myself instead of allowing myself to be loved. And then the Hangman in reverse, which is changing your perspective. But I'm learning, and I'm like learning how to allow that and surrounding myself more in love, and it's definitely a process. So I know like the people who are going to be surrounded by me will like reassure that as well too. So yeah. This part that I'm reading of the book says how to like learn how to accept gaslighting and manipulation and like what has been happening, and not accept it in means like allow it to happen, but accept that it's happening so that you can change it. The sun is so pretty. Give peace a chance. Should I leave it like this? Hi, Tigger. Hi, Tigger. Yeah. Oh, hell no. I'm crying over you. Goodbye, horses. I'm crying over you. It's okay.
Can I take a picture?
If you want.
Right.
Bye.
Goodbye, horses.
This coffee is literally the perfect brown that I can get. I just finished my painting and oh my gosh, when I tell you getting like the little specks of like stars on there was the hardest thing ever, because why did the stars go all over? Like, bruh. And like, bruh. Please, I am so happy with how it came out. Actually, let me show y'all. Let me flex for a little bit. Also, yeah. Anyways, this is the front of it, right? And this is the back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm actually so freaking proud of how it came out. Like, this is literally what I pictured in my head. Like, I didn't go off any picture or anything like that, but this is literally so effing cute. Ah, guys. Oh my gosh. I literally love it so much. It's literally exactly what I pictured in my brain. But yeah, I also went to go howl at the moon outside, so I'll insert a clip here. The neighbors probably think I'm crazy. And now that we're back, look at like my mess. It's not as bad, but like still kind of a little mess. But oh my gosh, I'm so happy I did that, and I think this is actually going to be the end of this video. So happy full moon in Cancer. I hope y'all had a wonderful, beautiful, sexy holiday. I washed my hair today also, and it is so curly. I am in love with it. Like, it's so cute, except my bangs dried to the side, so I'm like, I suddenly have a side part. But anyways, yeah, I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. I also, if anyone is part of Angel Gang, if you know, you know, shout out to you. And if y'all held with me and Destiny and the rest of Angel Gang, period, I literally felt that in my motherfucking soul. So anyways, I love y'all, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.